In this module on depression, bipolar disorder, and seasonal affective disorder, you'll learn some really important things about what depression is and its different types and forms, how it can be treated, and what especially some of the risk factors are. This is really important for people living in northern latitudes such as Alaska. And you just have to know that suicide rates, for example, in Alaska are 3 to 6 times higher than those in the lower 48. So we are at considerable risk here in the north to developing depression, and as a result, having consequent risk factors such as suicide or suicide ideation or suicide attempts. So for, in the context of public health, maintaining a good mood during the year, but especially during the winter here in Fairbanks, is very important. And the more we can educate people, the more we can make them aware of it, and also to make them aware of a varied array of treatment options that people have to treat their depression is very important. Of course, we're dealing with very short days in the winter here in Alaska. We currently have only 8 hours of sunlight, and that is going to reduce to about 2.5 hours of sunlight, or 3.5 hours of sunlight in December. So not only will the light that we get from the sun be very, very weak, it will also be very short. And as you'll learn in this module, the way you respond to changes in daylight and how your circadian clock functions is important in developing especially seasonal affective disorder. So I hope you enjoy the content of this module. There's quite a bit of it because depression comes in many different forms. The 3 major ones we'll be focusing on in this module is major depressive disorder, MDD, bipolar disorder, and seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. So enjoy.